from 40-pound weight gains to shocking transformations that left everyone speechless. These reality stars are using methods that will surprise you. Secret injections, hormone therapy, and approaches you've never heard of. The pressure is intense, the scrutiny is relentless, the results are undeniable. These are housewives that went from fat to skinny. Kyle Richards. Let's start with Kyle Richards, because this woman has been dealing with constant questions about her weight loss. People keep asking if she's using Ozempic, and Kyle's answer is always the same. Absolutely not. Here's what actually happened. Kyle quit drinking over 2 years ago, lost 12 pounds, got a breast reduction, and started working out every single day. She cut out alcohol, sugar, and carbs completely. The internet kept saying it looked suspicious, and Kyle got pretty frustrated. She said, "I work my ass off, and I really resent when people think I'm just paying to get it done." She's posting workout videos from her home gym regularly, looking incredible at 55, and people are still questioning it. The sobriety part is actually really interesting. She said her mental and physical health became more important than feeling like she had to be on at parties. She chose her health over social drinking, and the results speak for themselves. Kyle says she feels stronger and more energetic than she has in years. The transformation goes way beyond just losing weight. Shannon Beador. Shannon Beador from Orange County gives us one of the most dramatic weight loss stories, because she's been through this journey multiple times, and each comeback has been different. Back in 2017, Shannon gained 40 pounds from stress eating during tensions with co-stars and problems in her marriage with David Beador. She was dealing with a lot: relationship issues, divorce, and public scrutiny. The emotional moment came when she stepped on the scale for the first time in months and learned she was on the fast track for diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. That was her wake-up call. Shannon hit the gym, and by the season 12 reunion, she'd already lost 25 pounds. Eventually, she lost the full 40 pounds. But here's what makes Shannon's story different. She's had to do this multiple times. Recently, she documented another transformation, losing 14 pounds by eating clean, exercising, taking Mineral Aid nightly for detoxification, and balancing her hormones. What's real about Shannon is she's not pretending it's easy, or that she's got it all figured out. She's been open about the stress eating, the emotional struggles, and having to start over multiple times. Shannon's story shows that weight loss isn't always linear. Sometimes you have to start over, and that's okay. Erika Jayne. Now let's talk about Erika Jayne, because Andy Cohen literally told this woman she looked like a whisper of herself on live TV. That's pretty intense. Erika dropped 30 pounds, went from 160 to 130, and everyone immediately started speculating about Ozempic. But Erika says it was menopause, not medication. She's 53, dealing with hormonal changes, and working with doctors on hormone therapy. She's also preparing for Broadway shows and Vegas gigs, so she's literally dancing her way through this transformation. Erika's not defensive about the speculation though. She's like, "I'm healthy at 130 pounds, my blood pressure is great, and I'm still performing." The woman is dealing with legal issues, divorce aftermath, and menopause all at the same time. That's a lot to handle while being in the public eye. Her workout routine is twice weekly strength training at a gym in LA. She says, "Stamina and strength are the goal, and you've got to look good in your costume." As someone who's been dancing since she was a kid, Erika explains that her weight naturally goes up and down based on her performance schedule. It makes sense when you think about it. Heather Gay. Now we get to the women who are actually using the medications everyone's talking about. Heather Gay from Salt Lake City has been completely honest about using Ozempic since November 2023. Heather lost 25 pounds, and she's not hiding it. But here's what got to me. She said her weight loss improved her relationship with Mary Cosby. She joked, "I lost 25 pounds, and now Mary Cosby loves me. I've gone from inbred to pretty and thin." That's pretty self-aware, but also kind of sad when you think about it. Heather made a serious point too. She found it discouraging to see people treat her differently after losing weight. That's something a lot of people can relate to. She's got 3 daughters and runs a beauty business, so she's navigating this whole thing while being a working mum. Her approach with her kids is interesting. She believes in making informed decisions about your body, whatever that means for you. Heather's been one of the most transparent housewives about using Ozempic, which is refreshing compared to all the speculation usually. Margaret Josephs. Margaret Josephs from New Jersey gives us a different approach that doesn't involve Ozempic or Mounjaro. She lost 22 pounds over a year, going from 148 to 126 pounds, using peptide and hormone replacement therapy. Margaret started this treatment after breaking her wrist and couldn't get the swelling down for months. She figured it was worth a shot to try peptide therapy. Here's what's interesting. Margaret was always thin until she got older. Before joining the show in 2017, she was about 25 pounds heavier and having trouble losing weight even when working out and eating healthy. But it wasn't just about weight. She was feeling tired and sluggish and dealing with brain fog. Something wasn't right. The results went way beyond weight loss. She says, "My skin's gotten tighter, my bones stronger. I'm sleeping better, I have more energy." Margaret is now back to her wedding weight from 1994, 126 pounds. She says, "It's not about being fat or skinny, it's about every aspect of my wellness coming together." What's refreshing is Margaret's not pretending it's all natural. She's being transparent about getting medical help for hormonal and metabolic issues that made weight loss impossible through traditional methods alone. Dolores Catania from New Jersey gives us the most straightforward take on this whole thing. She went on Watch What Happens Live and said, "I am not on Ozempic," then immediately added, "I'm on Mounjaro." Okay. She wanted to be specific about which medication she's using, which is pretty funny, but also important. Dolores lost 20 pounds and wants to get to the low 100s and 30s. But here's the key part. She was medically prescribed both Ozempic and Mounjaro because she's insulin resistant, pre-diabetic, and has thyroid issues. This isn't just about looking good. She's dealing with real health problems, and these medications are helping manage those conditions while also helping with weight loss. Dolores keeps it real about the work involved, though. She says, "The weight doesn't come off easy, and I work out regularly. There is no easy fix." But then she had to stop taking Mounjaro because of a heart procedure. That shows these medications aren't just casual treatments. They're serious medical interventions that need to be monitored. Cynthia Bailey. Cynthia Bailey is giving us the most relatable content because she's being completely honest about her struggles. She currently weighs 205 pounds and wants to lose 50 through Weight Watchers. She's been deleting comments about her weight and finally decided to address it directly in 2025. Here's what happened to Cynthia. Menopause hit hard, she's constantly travelling for work, and she gained what she calls happy weight in a new relationship. Most people can relate to at least one of those things. But here's the interesting part. She tried Ozempic, and it didn't work at all. She said, "It didn't curb my appetite. I know some people are like, oh, I can't eat." Not me. I was eating appetizers, a regular meal and dessert. When she saw it work for other people but not her, she got depressed and wondered what was wrong with her. That's a pretty human reaction. Now she's doing Weight Watchers and working with a trainer named T. Caldwell. She started 2025 saying, "The struggle was real after her first workout. The honesty is refreshing. She's not pretending it's easy or that she has it all figured out." Caroline Stanbury from Dubai gives us the most practical perspective on using Ozempic. She used it during what she calls her midlife crisis at 45. She said, "After 40, we all know it's very, very hard to lose weight," and then admitted, "I used Ozempic, which I think is one of the best tools if you're able to use it." Caroline's approach is really straightforward. When other women ask her, "How did you do it?" she doesn't want to lie to them about her methods. She's not pretending it's all green smoothies and yoga. She's saying this medication helped her, and she's not ashamed of it. She actually compared it to how people felt about Botox when it first became popular. Lots of judgment at first, but then it became totally normal. Emily Simpson from Orange County took a different approach. After filming season 17, her doctor recommended trying a type 2 diabetes medication for weight loss. Her doctor basically said, "There's this new weight loss drug that's FDA approved and it could help you lose weight and feel better." Emily's response was pretty simple. "Okay, sounds great," but she was smart about it. She only used it for a short time as a way to reset her eating habits. She said it kick-started me into eating better and eating healthier, because nothing tasted good while she was on it. She treated it like a reset button rather than a long-term solution. Once she established better eating patterns, she stopped using the medication. That's actually a pretty practical way to approach it if you're going to use these medications. Gina Kirschenheiter. Finally, let's talk about Gina Kirschenheiter, who's had one of the most dramatic transformations without using any medications at all. Gina is celebrating 3 years of sobriety in January 2025, and her before and after photos are really impressive. She posted them on New Year's Eve saying, "People are always asking what I did to look so good. A picture is worth 1,000 words." She transformed completely just by stopping drinking. No injections, no surgeries, just removing alcohol from her life. What I like about Gina is she's not preaching about it. She and her boyfriend just posted themselves eating donuts at Krispy Kreme with the caption, "Our resolutions include absolutely nothing diet related, and we aren't mad about it." She's showing you can be healthy and still enjoy life. She's not trying to be perfect or telling other people what to do. Her transformation proves that sometimes one major lifestyle change can make a huge difference. Here's what's actually happening. These women are dealing with weight loss in their 40s, 50s, and beyond, while millions of people watch and judge their every move. Some are using medical help, others are going traditional routes, and honestly, they're all doing what works for them. We exposed how these women painted targets on their backs by flashing wealth on national TV. Criminals literally used their episodes as shopping catalogues. Click here to watch that chaos unfold.